actually gave birth to my baby on my birthday. I am currently in. I love him so much. I wasn't planning on making this video, but too much has changed for things to remain quiet. As we speak, I am currently in Botswana. But let's talk about how it all started. First off, I want to apologize in advance for any background sounds you might hear. Please bear with me. Hey guys, it is Adara Unleashed and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long, it's been years, it's been months, it's been weeks, it's been eons. A lot of people have been asking me, are you gonna get back on YouTube? Your girl is finally back to YouTube. I just want to say shout out to everyone who's reached out to me. My subscribers, you all have been absolutely amazing. I have been through so much, through a lot, but God has kept me through it all. He sustained me, myself, my family, my loved ones, and I honestly couldn't be more grateful to him. If you're new to this channel, if you love what you're seeing, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Guys, there's like so much to unfold. So a lot has happened within the past few years. First off, the girl is now married. Secondly, pregnancy. And lastly, I am now in Botswana. So there's like so much to unfold. So the reason I stopped posting on my YouTube channel years back inconsistently was because I was actually working in a bank in like 2023. And you know how bank jobs are, they're like extremely stressful. So I did attend the GTBank training school program, and afterwards I got accepted to work in the bank. I started working at GTBank in like 2023. Prior to that, I got married. After the GTBank training school program, I was accepted to work in the bank. Anyways, you guys know how banking jobs are. Like I said, they can be extremely daunting. So I figured out, because of how stressful it was, I would have to wake up in the morning at 6 a.m., have my bath, dress up. I have to be at work before 8, get home by 6, 7. I'm at home because work closes at 5, so it's like an 8 to 5 thing. And I was a marketer, so imagine how stressful it was. Like, you gotta go out, you gotta hustle for money, gotta look for, like investors, open accounts. So it was like a lot of work. I couldn't deal. Mondays to Fridays, even though I had my weekends to myself, it was extremely stressful. And at some point I was like, how long is this gonna go on for? So I just couldn't handle work and then YouTube at the same time. As such, I just felt like, I kind of needed a break. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to post this week. I'm not going to post in 2 weeks. And then, from 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6, a year. I stopped posting. For my subscribers, you may have noticed that I would come online, I'll post a short, and then I'll go and then I'll do this video, oh, where have I been? And I think I posted like maybe 3 main videos between 2023 and date that are in shorts. I really wanted to come back to YouTube, but honestly, working in a bank was mentally daunting. It affected me physically, mentally. I tried to psych myself every day to go to work. I literally will be like, and I'll tell my husband, I almost cried. I'd be like, how am I gonna do it? How am I gonna get back to work? I had to psych myself up every single day. Every Sunday, I'll be like, okay, get yourself together. Tomorrow is another day. I'll be so down and stuff. So initially when I started the job, I hated the job so much because I'm like, I've never been in this kind of job before. I was a dietitian. I worked in a hospital before working in the bank. I had my own cubicle. I had my own space. And then moving into an environment where I had to like chat with people, discuss with people. It was really difficult for me because it's not the kind of person I am. I'm not used to that kind of environmental space. That kind of did a number on me as well. But with time, I got used to the job. It's not like I was really enjoying it, but I just kind of adapted. Things were fine. It was just kind of like a lot of back and forth with the job. I'll be fine and then it'll hit me again. Things were just happening. I'm like, okay, 1 year passed. Thankfully, at some point, I got a promotion. I was so happy. Like, oh my God. I psyched myself, worked hard to, just carry on with things. In as much as I did try to adapt to the environment, the working environment, I just couldn't help but stress. I was so stressed out that I would complain to my husband. My husband would be like, you know what, just leave the job, just leave the job. And I'm like, I can't just leave the job. This is my bread and butter. It's a source of stable income for me. So I had to resign and then I had to leave. But anyways, that was that about the job. So as it stands, I am currently in Botswana. Botswana is a beautiful country. It is an amazing country. This is a country where things work. For a lot of you who think Africa ain't crap, there are a lot of beautiful countries where you can reside in Africa. You don't have to relocate to Europe, to the US of A, Canada, because I know a lot of Nigerians are moving there. There are a lot of beautiful countries here in Africa you can reside in. Which is Rwanda, is Ethiopia, Namibia. They're all these nice Southern African countries. Just wanted to say, explore your options. In Africa, there are so many beautiful African countries out there where things actually work. So I was actually pregnant before leaving the country. My pregnancy was such an amazing feeling. I didn't have the morning sickness. I didn't throw up. I did have nausea a little bit, but I feel like it was because of the progesterone pills the doctor placed me on, because I think I was having discharge while pregnant, and when you do have discharge while pregnant, it's actually not safe because you're on the verge of losing your baby. And so I did go to the hospital and complain to the doctor. And the doctor told me, well, we have to place you on progesterone pills. And they did. And so the side effect of the progesterone pill was nausea. And that was the only reason I had nausea all through my pregnancy. I wouldn't say I loved being pregnant, because it's a different kind of feeling entirely. It might be uncomfortable in certain circumstances, but I would say that God was with me all along. And it definitely wasn't a horrible pregnancy, because like I said, I didn't have morning sickness. Morning sickness wasn't bad. I didn't have to be admitted. Everything was just good. And I tried to eat as healthy as I could initially. I didn't necessarily have a lot of cravings. What I know is that at different stages of my first trimester, normally I don't eat a lot of junk foods. I craved really healthy things. So I craved watermelon, oranges. I think I had a lot of yogurt as well. It may have contributed to why my pregnancy was kind of easygoing. I don't know. I'm just gonna speak for myself. Then second trimester came. I'm not gonna say I really crave junk foods, to be honest, because I'm really not a sweet tooth, and so I didn't have a lot of sweet things. I started to eat a lot of yogurt. I still wanted to eat healthy stuff. Between 5 and 7 weeks, I was eating a lot, and then it kind of normalized. I started eating normally. Second trimester, I kind of lost appetite. I wasn't eating a lot. I would just, sometimes I don't want to eat. If I eat, I'll eat tiny bits, and I'll be fine. Once I got into third trimester, then my appetite started to increase. If I did eat twice a day, I would kind of eat 4 times a day, but I still tried to eat as healthy as I could. I just want to say shout out to my husband. My husband was amazing. He's the most supportive man I know, and I love him so much. He was there for me through it all. I prayed for this man, and God blessed me with a kind-hearted man, caring, supportive. He's just an angel, my angel. He's just God sent to me, is the way I see it. So he was extremely supportive all through my trimesters in pregnancy, and even now. If you're pregnant, before you even get married, pray for an extremely supportive partner. It is very, very important, and you're not going to regret it. You hear a lot of women complain about their husbands during pregnancy and how they're not being supportive. I can't say the same for my man, because he made me tolerate pregnancy, is what I'm going to say. He made it so easy for me. It's no, don't bend down, and then he's going to help me pick up whatever falls down. Oh, my baby's making some sounds in the background. I keep praying for him. I keep praying for him every day, because he's the most amazing man. It'll interest you to know that I actually gave birth to my baby on my birthday. Now, when other people are having fun, going to the clubs, getting happy birthdays, I was in the delivery room trying to push out this baby on my birthday, because God is yes, he just decided to bless me that way. What more could I possibly ask for? I'm someone who doesn't get to celebrate their birthday off. I don't really look forward to my birthdays because I always feel like I've underachieved and my peers are doing so much more than me. And so when my birthday comes, it's kind of like a subtle reminder of, hey, you still have so much to go. You haven't achieved half as much as you're supposed to achieve. And so that kind of disturbs me a lot. It makes me not to look forward to my birthday. Don't get me wrong, I'm always grateful to God for being alive, and I'm grateful to God for always where I'm at. But you just can't help but be human. I can't help but be human and then think about, oh, I know I had a lot of plans for myself, and then I haven't exactly achieved those plans. And then my birthday comes and it just reminds me that, hey, you're not there yet. So that's like one of the reasons I don't exactly look forward to my birthdays. And I feel like God decided to punish me and be like, hey, well, now you're not the only one. You can't just decide you're not going to think about your birthday anymore because, hey, your daughter now has the same birthday as you. And as such, you can't just be like, oh, well, I'm not going to celebrate my daughter's birthday, or I'm just not going to pay it any attention, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, what are the chances really of giving birth to your daughter on your birthday? It is crazy, and I'm grateful to God I had a safe delivery. Obviously I'm here. Baby and mommy, we're doing great. God has been extremely faithful and kind to me. I can say God made it easy for me. I'm so thankful to God for everything. So I got married, guys, moved to another country. I got married. I now have a baby. I had a job. It's crazy. So many things have happened, and I felt like you guys have always been there for me. You guys have been extremely supportive of me. It wouldn't be nice of me to just come back and start posting videos without doing an actual life update of how things have been thus far, what I've been through, different life phases I've moved past. It would only be fair to come back to you guys, my family, my subscribers, and just tell you guys what I've been up to, what has happened in my life, everything. So you just know, hey, oh my God, Ada, so you're now married, so you now have a baby, you now have a child. It is crazy. Sometimes, guys, I just think I cannot believe that I am now a mom. Sometimes I look at my baby and I'm like, oh my God, I'm now a mom. It's just so unbelievable. It's crazy, and she makes it all worth it. When they say when you give birth to your baby, like the pain all goes away, and you just have this baby in your arms, and it's like, what pain? Like, what pain? I finally understood that labor pain is no joke. I was 2 cm dilated and the pain was unbearable. When the midwife said, you're just 2 cm dilated, I'm like, what do you mean I'm 2 cm dilated? With so much pain? How's it gonna be when I'm 8 cm dilated? Because you gotta be 10 cm dilated before the baby comes. I just kept praying to God that I wasn't gonna do a cesarean because I am scared of being cut open. I just wanna thank God for beautiful pregnancy, season, postpartum. So far, so good. Can't complain. Taking each day as it comes. Grateful for each day that comes. Motherhood. Motherhood. Motherhood, I'm gonna say, has been interesting. I learn new things about myself each day. I learn new things about being a mother. Thanks to Reddit, thanks to YouTube. To be honest, I didn't get to read any books. I'm just gonna learn things as they go. I'm not gonna say that I was fully prepared to become a mother, to be honest. I really wasn't. I'll call my mom because my mom's a doctor. If there's anything I don't understand, I'll reach out to my mom. Oh, mommy, I'm seeing this. And she'll be like, okay, do this, do that. I'll be fine. So I look at my daughter sometimes and I'm just like, she makes it all worth it. She's gonna be my mini me. We're born on the same day. She's an Ada, just like me. Obviously, I gotta name my daughter Ada something. So yeah, she's an Ada. And honestly, guys, I just felt like it would be worth it to come back to you guys with an update. It's beautiful living here. Marriage is beautiful. Being a mom is beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better occupation, should I say. I feel like everything that's happened to me in my life has led up to me being here. I feel like Jeremiah 29 verses 11, that's my story right now. That's the chapter I'm on. Because it says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans of good and not of evil to give you an expected end. I have tried several times to leave the country in the past. I've actually been trying since 2021 to go for my master's in the US, and it never worked out. And I felt like, God just intentionally did that because He wanted me to learn certain things along the way. He knows the best plans for me, and at some point I gave up and I'm not gonna try anymore. Oh my gosh, my baby is crying. And I'm like, she's with her daddy by the way. I'm like, I'm not gonna try anymore. I'm just gonna be like, Jesus, take the wheel however you want it. Just do your thing, and I'm just gonna follow suit. Use me however you want. Take me wherever you want. I know you always have my best interests at heart, and as such, I'm not gonna stress. I'm just gonna follow you. I'm just gonna be like, lead the way, and I'll follow. So that's pretty much been my life so far. I'm thankful where I'm at. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I may have skipped some things along the way because I really just wanted to freestyle this video. I'm not gonna try to be pretentious or whatever. I'm just gonna try to be as real, as Ada, as original as I can, so you guys just know the Ada that you've always known. So before shooting this video, obviously I had filmed quite a lot of pregnancy videos, so please make sure you like and watch my pregnancy videos, some pregnancy video hauls, like items that I got for my baby and all of that. So yeah, happy to be here. If you enjoy watching this video, please, my old subscribers, if you are subscribed, make sure you resubscribe. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, follow me on all social media platforms, leave a comment in this video, of course, and share to as many friends and family as you can. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in another video. Bye.